The guy that recruited me played for Ohio State University with Bobby Knight, John Havlicek, Larry Siegfried, Jerry Lucas. And at that time, I just couldn't understand, by him being from Ohio State, why would he want me to go to Kansas State? But it was just something different about this university.
Chuckie was a bigger guard for the time. I think he was 6'3", but we weren't seeing guards that big yet until Rolando Blackman came in at 6'6". Chuckie had really good rhythm, really good moves, and he could shoot outstandingly well.
Boy, could he shoot. He had a great jump shot, and when he had the ball in his hands, it was with real anticipation that he was watched doing his thing.
I mean, Chuckie he never met a shot he didn't like. He loved to shoot the ball.
You know, I always got a little upset after I graduated. I don't remember Coach Hartman giving me that free rein out top like Chuckie had in later years, but I guess Chuckie was probably a lot better than I was too.
I don't think teams realized that if you didn't get all over Chuckie and stay all over Chuckie, he was just going to put one right in after another.
I was a fan before as a broadcaster, and a group of us, of my buddies, got in a station wagon. Dennis Martin was my roommate, and he had an old beat-up station wagon. So he says, I've got my station wagon, who wants to go to the tournament? It's over Christmas break. So we all say, we do. We drive down there, we're at Vanderbilt, but Holy Cross gave K-State fits. And everybody was struggling on the team except one guy, Chuckie Williams, and he kept us in the game. And he kept on hitting shot after shot. And he was just such a great pure shooter and such a good rhythm. But you always see him step into his shot, elbow in, beautiful release, and in. And that 47-point night was spectacular.
It's probably one of those games where they thought, well, he shouldn't be shooting that far out. He can't hit from there, and so he showed them.
That night, I was feeling it that night. I was feeling it. I wasn't trying to score 47 points. I was just trying to help us win.
My first recollection of watching Kansas State basketball was the Purple Pop Guns with Evans and Williams. I was about 10 years old at the time when they started playing at Kansas State.
Tremendous scorer, both of those guys. I don't think you can talk about them separately. I think you have to talk about them together.
I think Chuckie gets overshadowed by Mike Evans. If Chuckie had stood alone, he would really be remembered as a great, great player in Kansas State history. Not that he's not, but in other ways, I think the two made each other greater. I think they were a sum of their parts because they did make it so hard on defenses to try to stop them both.
For me, I can't remember how that got started, but how fascinating for people to nickname a pair of tandem guards. Just real exciting, just a wonderful part of K-State history.
The thing I remember about him was how quickly he could get it off. I mean, he comes to a jump stop and it's gone. He was just, it's hard to tell you how good he was. I mean, you could be in his face. I remember watching a couple of games here where I thought the opponent was guarding him as well as you could, and he'd just still rise up and score.
Chuckie was a wonderful teammate. Chuckie and I always, from day one here, we talked about walking across the stage together on our senior year. We always wanted to make sure that we both used this opportunity to get our degree and to go ahead and graduate. We were going to play basketball, we were going to have a lot of fun, and we were going to do some great things in basketball, but we tried to encourage each other the whole time to make sure we both studied well, and graduated.
The biggest thing that I'm most proud of about Kansas State is there's two things. One, I'm degreed, and two, to be a part of this family.